Morning, everybody. It is Friday, December 30th. I think. Let's see, 25, 31st, 30th. Last Friday of 2022, guys. It's 8 in the morning. Off and about on my duties. So I wanted to do a video kind of rolling 22 up into a nice little package, put a bow on it, and let you guys understand what's going on or what went on. Well, 2022 saw the end of mask mandates. Fight for the right to see people's faces. And even today, people still wear masks. And I'm going to be honest, guys, I don't actually have any kind of demographics that I can go off of or percentages that I could go off of. But just in my interactions with the public, going to the grocery store, going to the mall, going to this place and that place, generally speaking, I'm seeing masks still being worn consistently by minorities. And even more prominently in the black community. Don't know why, don't know where, don't know how, don't know any kind of triggerings or whatever it is, but it is an observation that I have made. Even my wife has made the observation that, hey, most of the people that we see nowadays that are still wearing masks are black or Asian. So, there you go. We also saw Kyle Rittenhouse getting off of his found innocent in his endeavors. We've also seen a midterm election that came and went, and what was supposed to be a tsunami in response to the poor governance of our current elected officials. We saw basically Congress and the Senate are switching hands. Slight leads left and right. Now, that could be a good thing, that could be a bad thing. Putting R's in charge of Congress puts the R's in charge of the purse strings. All this bullshit that they've freaking enacted, all these omnibus bills, if they haven't already spent all the money, the R's can stop it. Basically, you defund a bill or a law or a act or whatever you want to call it, it basically stops working. It is no longer a bill or an act or law. Juxtaposed, we got the Senate over the judiciary. So having them being run by the R's, the D's, it'll stop a bunch of impeachment bullshit, which, everybody's all like, we really need to impeach Joe Biden, impeach Joe Biden, impeach Joe Biden. No, we don't. America's seen 4 years of impeach this, impeach that, impeach this, impeach that. We're no longer fans of the impeachment process. To this day, the D's are trying to, cement some kind of litigation against Trump so he can't run again next year. We heard whisperings of, more riots coming. No, we didn't have no riots. We heard whisperings of gun control. They're still fucking with that bullshit. We heard we're watching an extremely one-sided war in Russia against Ukraine. We're basically seeing a huge David versus Goliath kind of a war in which, Mother Russia should have swallowed the Ukraine like popping a deviled egg in your mouth. And yet, we're still watching this war go on. We just had Zelensky, the president of the Ukraine, at the White House thanking us and begging for more money. Which, guys, we got to talk about this money thing. The Fed, the day before Thanksgiving, dropped its beta test for a digital currency. It looks like a duck, it smells like a duck, but unfortunately don't swim like a duck yet. So ladies and gentlemen, you want control over a populace, control their money. Yeah, you can control their voice. But if you do not give people an alternate form of currency to do business as, then that people is under the tyrannical thumb of a corporation, a banking system, and the government. Ladies and gentlemen, lobbyists and the ability to lobby congressional members it's good, but it has been bastardized and used to the point where it is no longer going in and expressing to a legislator your woes and what you want out of this country. No, it is lobbyists, and lobbying is the playground of the rich. And the rich are corporate individuals, corporate companies, corporate entities, wealthy persons, banks, if I want to move the waters of legislation, all I have to do is put some money in the bank of a few key individuals, and my bill or legislation goes to the floor. We had of a former president, Barack Obama, who upon his election to Congress back in the day could not even afford a plane ticket to Washington. Could not afford a plane ticket to Washington. He had just got elected and he could not afford a plane ticket to Washington. And yet now, on a government salary that is little more than middle management salaries in a corporate field, these persons have net worths in the multiple millions. Now, I understand there are book deals and stuff like that. Most presidents at least have one book out there. And it said that, Joel Osteen doesn't take a salary from Lakewood Church, and yet he lives in a multi-million-dollar mansion because of his book deals. You also have to realize, guys, that Osteen is multi-generational. He received a major inheritance from his dad. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Matrix is in full effect, guys. We are being shown, told, spun a narrative that is nothing like what's happening behind the curtain, guys. Inflation is through the roof, guys. You know, I don't know about you guys, but I didn't see the crowds at Walmart and Target and stuff like that were anything close to years past for Christmas. Now, that may be because of online shopping. I don't know. We'll probably start seeing some demographics coming out of the news on online shopping. But, guys, I didn't see piles of presents under the trees at my in-laws' house. Wasn't no pile of presents under my tree in my house. I'm not seeing the post-Christmas bags and bags and bags of wrapping paper and boxes and everything on the trash line. I think Christmas was pretty slow this year because of the inflation. People can't afford their stuff. And buying everybody's stuff. When you get in a good hot tub, say it's at 104 degrees, ooh, that's hot. You get in there, it's, ooh, it's hot, ooh, it's hot, ooh, it's hot. You're in there long enough, you stop feeling the heat. What happens whenever you get out of that hot water, guys? Your body's all loose and limber. Like a ramen noodle. Guys, financial situation in America is very, very hot. Gas prices have gone down a little bit. But guys, what happens when spring break hits? The spring, when travel season starts hitting. Gas prices always traditionally go up, especially whenever we change from winter to summer mixes. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if I can handle another 2022. I know I can't handle another 2020 or 2021. But guys, I'll gladly take a 2020 over another 2022. I don't see an end to it though, guys. I don't. And the reason being is, let's go Brandon.